Magandang araw mga kaibigan. Bigyan natin ng reaksyon ngayon ang post ni Mr. June Abenes, posted 8 hours ago. Ang title sa kanyang post sa Facebook is Trump has spoken, China is not the enemy. Okay. President Bongbong Marcos now looks stupid and embarrassed. Stupido, napahiya. Bakit? He was not invited to Donald Trump's inauguration, but Xi Jinping of China was invited together with the very selected few heads of state. What does it mean? Okay. Ito ang daming post ngayon ng mainstream media, lalo na ang Philippine Star. Ang kanilang post, sinasabi nila na no heads of state was invited or were invited sa Trump's inauguration. Yun ang palagi nilang pinopost ngayon para hindi naman mapahiya ang Pangulong Marcos. Kaya lang sa katotohanan, talagang imbitado ng Trump administration si President Xi plus selected. Ano ba yung kwan? Yung nabasa ko I think Hungary. Ano pa yung kwan? Yung Argentina ata. Basta meron. And then South Africa. Nabasa ko meron. Although historically, wala talagang nag-a-attend na head of state sa inaugurasyon ng US President. Totoo yun. Kaya lang, exception ito kay Trump. Kakaiba. May ilang head of state na in-invite nila. Isa na yan si Chinese President Xi. Although hindi pa konfirmado kung mag-attend o hindi ang Chinese President. Okay. So, what does it mean na in-invite ng Trump administration ng China at hindi si Pangulong Marcos Jr.? So, ito yung opinion ni Mr. June Abenes. Binabasa ko lang sa inyo. It means everything as far as PBBM's standing in the eyes of the United States under their newly elected President Donald Trump, Marcos Jr. is no longer the poster boy of America. His efforts to fight and provoke China into shooting war in the South China Sea are all wasted. Okay, according to Mr. Abenes, pinapaliwanag ko lang yung kanyang perspective. Itong Biden administration, grabe ang papuri nila kay President Marcos Jr. na talagang he's a very strong leader standing up with this bully China. So, na ano pa nga siya Ano ba yun? Na-feature siya sa Time Magazine o basta. Pinuri ng gusto ng Biden administration si President Marcos Jr. So ngayon, Trump administration the fact na in-invite ni US President-elect Donald Trump ang Chinese President, hindi kalaban ang China. Yun ang punto ni Mr. June Abenes. Hindi kalaban. Dapat magkaibigan yung dalawa. Hindi sila pwedeng mag-away. So, yun ang punto ni Mr. June Abenes na wala na. Wasted na lahat. Sayang lang yung sa Bisaya paningkamot ni PBBM na labanan ang China. Kasi ang US government ngayon under Trump, hindi na nila tinitingnan ang China na kalaban. Okay? So ituloy natin. The Philippines is now in a very unstable situation. The United States foreign policy is heading towards being friendly to China. And rightly so, because no nation can survive and prosper these days if they have no healthy trade relationship with China, which produces the most modern and high-tech products. China is considered the manufacturing and technological center in the world. So agree ba kayo na hindi dapat mag-away ang China and US in terms of yung militarya, yung giyera talaga? Sa trade, hindi mo maiwasan yan. Meron talagang away sa trade. But balang mag-away sa trade, basta yung wala lang away sa armas. Kasi yung away sa armas, wala. Damay ang lahat. Ang unang matutunaw, ang unang apektado, ang China and US kung mag-away sila in terms of armas. Yung giyera talagang violence. Okay. Philippines was wrong to cut ties with China. Philippines was stupid to burn many bridges with China. Philippines will be left behind if it fails to repair and rejuvenate its relationship with China. All G20 countries are friendly to China. They know the advantages of having China as a friend. Only the Philippines was stupid enough under PBBM to be totally hostile with China. Okay, may mga nababasa kong article. Itong neighbors natin sa ASEAN, magiging member na sila ng BRICS. Yung BRICS, yung Brazil, yung Russia, Iran, yung China, and South Africa. I don't know yung kung Iran ba or India. I'm sorry, medyo basta, kung ito, parang grupo nitong 5 countries nga magtulungan sa negosyo, economy. So, Malaysia, Indonesia, itong neighboring, Thailand, na sila sa BRICS. Ang proponent ng BRICS, China, ibig sabihin, nakikipag-cooperate talaga ang ASEAN neighbors natin with China. Tayo lang sa Pilipinas, under ng administrasyong ito, na medyo palaban. Okay lang na idepensa natin yung West Philippine Sea. No problem with that. Huwag nating ibigay ka lang. Dapat, huwag nating ituring na kaaway ang China. Kasi, kapit bansa natin yan . Dapat i-maintain yung relationship. Pwedeng pag-usapan ng maayos yung West Philippine Sea or South China Sea. Okay, next. As we speak, the real estate industry of the Philippines suffered under PBBM when he bullied and shoo away mainland Chinese investors. The tourism industry suffered greatly when PBBM denied 2 million mainland Chinese visas to enter Philippines. Our export industry was greatly affected when China decided to lower the quota of buying Philippine bananas, pineapple, and other fruits. Our imports also suffered when China imposed tariffs for goods heading the Philippines. Okay? Tourism. Panahon ni PRRD, bago nagka-pandemic, ang daming Chinese tourists na pumasok sa bansa. Kaya ang laki ng kita natin sa tourism panahon ni PRRD because of this Chinese tourist. Kasi alam niyo naman yung foreign policy ni PRRD, nakig-friend siya sa China despite na may agawan sa teritoryo. Okay? So ngayon, for 2024, itong nagdaang taon, hindi natin na-meet yung tourism target natin na 7.7 million foreign tourists. Tinalo pa tayo ng Cambodia ba yun? O Laos? Tinalo pa tayo. So, sana maraming magandang pagbabagong mangyari pag-upo ni President Trump. Sana magkakaibigan na ang lahat. Wala nang away. So, pag gera, lahat talo. Pag nagkakaintindihan, nagkakaunawaan, we can agree to disagree. So, to me, natutuwa ko itong foreign policy ni President Trump na kaibagyanin niya ang lahat, lalo na ang China. Para sana matapos na ang gera sa Ukraine at Russia. Yun ang kanyang pangako. So, may magandang kinabukasan ang buong mundo, pati ang Pilipinas, dahil huhupa na ang tensyon sa gulo natin with China dahil sa foreign policy ng Trump administration.